Hello, hello. It is Friday, and it's a good day. It's kind of cold. My house is finally starting to warm up. I only heat with wood heat, so in the overnight, it gets kind of chilly. And it was -6 outside, -6 Fahrenheit, so I don't even have the brain power to do the math for Celsius, so I can use a calculator. Let's see. So it was negative. No. We got to do -6. So it was -21 degrees Celsius this morning. That was just the air temperature. Yes. Yes. Fucking. And you know what? Canada gave it to me. So -6 outside this morning before the wind chill. And when husband creature and I woke up, it was 45 in the house. Now, mind you, I only heat with wood, so people don't get, oh my god, completely normal. For on super cold nights for that kind of temp. My pipes weren't frozen. Life is fine. We've gotten it up to I've gotten it up to 50. Husband creature's going at work right now, but I've gotten it up to 50, and probably before I leave to work, it'll be almost 60. So it's not a huge deal. Life is fine. I have my beautiful creature blanket, which I absolutely love and adore. So we're all good. But I'm sorry for my spaciness this week between getting my schedule back to normal and just being fucking exhausted. I've kind of been doing idle things in the background. Like I organized all of my yarn by color, but true to me fashion. I got all of my yarn organized. I have my black and white in the biggest bin because I have so much white yarn. It's because I got a lot of white yarn so I could experiment with dyeing the white yarn, and I've been having a lot of fun with doing that. But that's why I have yeah, well, yeah. Oh, so then I got all of my yarn put away, and I'm like, hey, what's this tote? It was a tote of yarn. Luckily, it's almost all white, save for a couple of grays, but on another day, I will get that tote sorted out. It's fine. There were not too many fucks to give because I got 8 other totes of yarn organized. But I've been rearranging my lighting system. In all honesty, I need to get up into my video area and start working on that and getting the insulation up in there and working on it now that it's not like roasting. But now it's also really cold, so I have to balance it out. And I had sugar yesterday. It was just all over the place. I've worked today and worked tomorrow. Work tomorrow's gonna be really, 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 really kind of odd. So normally we have 3 people on shift. Last night we had, I want to say 2.5 because we're training a new person. So we have a new person on. So it was just my coworker and myself doing like the bulk of the work. And So tomorrow, there's going to be 4 fully trained people on shift. So it's going to be weird. I think we're going to try to figure out some stuff. Like, I have a couple of projects that I've been just waiting to have time to do. So just trying to you make the Monty Python joke, but funny enough, husband creature and I watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail very recently. But yeah, I'm trying to the area I'm currently working in has like is all over the place, so I'm trying to get the confetti work out of the way so I can come back up on this side and fill in a little bit better. I think let me zoom out just a smidge. Yeah, I mean it's only 1 square space, so I definitely need to get it all fixed up. But oh ho ho, I see what's going on. Okay. I'm gonna use my powers for good. You know, I don't think my mother was a hamster. Like, and I'm pretty sure my father did not smell of elderberries. Okay. All of that work was just to get this one spot way over in the corner here. It was a reach, but I made it. Oh, and I've gotten over 20,000 stitches, officially over 20,000 stitches in this piece. Yeah. Twitch, from what I've gathered, is being just a royal pain in the ass. Which isn't news to anybody, but at the same time, it's still a pain in the ass. So, it is the holiday season, and I just got done my in-person, like I posted on my Facebook page, I just got done my in-person, all my markets are done. Unless something like amazing, like, oh my goodness, here, have a free table, and I have the time and the ability, I'm done doing in-person markets till February or March. I take this time that I'm going to be organizing my inventory. I'm actually, funny enough, I never thought I'd do this, but I will be adding a clearance section to my website. And I know the current company I currently don't ship to, but I will be adding a clearance section to my website of stuff that just, for the life of me, I hear all kinds of positive feedback on, but no one wants to actually purchase, and I would like it out of my existence. So, so some stuff I'll be donating to work, but some I'll be putting up on the website as clearance. But I've been getting like gifts and requests all done, so I I'm pretty pleased with. I'll show off what I got done just before turning on the turning on the stream today. It was a request, um, because all my friends know I love to cross stitch, so they're like, "Oh, hey, I saw this cool pattern that I would love to have," and I'm like, "Of course I'll make it for you." I didn't even have to buy any string. That's the kind of scary part. Is I had all the string. Jeez. Ah. It's the world is wild and crazy right now. Back up here. So we're working on color 986. Yeah, 986. It's a filler green. That was god awful. Healthy. God awful. But I've been organizing and cleaning and kind of just relaxing for once, because let's see, August is always insane for me because I do my lifeguarding, and then September I got tossed onto overnights again. October was kind of like recouping from August and September. And then November, like from the last weekend in October to today, has just been insane. So now it's time to unwind from all of that and work on my goals for next year for both stream, my business, where I want to go, stuff like that. Because I reached my goal. I reached my goals this year. I did several multi-day fairs, and I did manage to meet my table fee costs, which was what I wanted. Like, if all I was concerning myself was table fees, over the course of the year, I managed to net zero out all of my table fees, which is fantastic. Next, I would actually like to start making more than my table fees. Yeah, your puns are worse. But I want to work on like streamlining my display process, getting it easier to set up. That's the big thing for me is sometimes the setup is a pain, and like transport, getting the correct number of totes, getting it all comfortably packaged in my car, getting the display units all set up and properly protected. So that's my goals for the media aspect, the marketing and whatnot. I'm hoping at home for you guys, I'm hoping to get a new stream area set up. And maybe a little bit more social media content, a little bit more video content. And I'm not going to promise a video every week. I maybe just up it to a couple of entertaining kind of things. And of course, features like, no, you're boring. But those are kind of my goals for 2026. Number one goal is just surviving. Like that seems to be the number one goal everywhere. And sorry if my hands are going slow. It's because my hands are cold and it is hard to move. Because while 50 degrees for the environmental systems of my house is fine, and actually all of my electronics and the dogs are loving it being 50 degrees in my house. I, on the other hand, my extremities are a little chilly. What color hair are you doing? And you know, it's okay to lose your shit as long as you find it eventually. I suggest gently placing your shit down, running around like a mad woman, and then picking it back up once you've decided you want to tackle it. Ooh, ooh, nice. That sounds really cool. I do like Kelpie's idea. Unfortunately, sometimes the shit just follows you around. uh, that's why I have my creature blanket. I had to flip down the hood because I was actually getting a little too hot, but I do stay very warm in my creature blanket. Like it is like one of my best and most favorite uh investments. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Investments. I need to swap this one out and utilize my Christmas unicorn one that I have. It is white. It's solid white instead of the rainbow white, and it is red and green, and it is adorable. So I think after stream I'm gonna toss this one in the wash to get it all nice and clean and floofed, and I'm gonna utilize my Christmas one for the month of December. You guys, well, I mean, I tend to be okay. Like I'm generally like, right now I'm okay. It's a little over 50 degrees Fahrenheit um in my house right now, and my hands are a little chilly, but overall, I'm fine. It was actually really, really nice sleeping weather. Like, the sleeping temperature, it was phenomenal, because generally, the past few days, it's just been redonkulously warm when we've been going to bed. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, it cools off throughout the night, but makes it really hard to want to get up out of bed when it's so cold. I can tell that you're feeling better. I've also started my my next certification process to see if I can actually get a job in tech. So I have a certification in cybersecurity. I also have a certification in UX design. I am working on a certification in IT support, which makes me want to crawl out of my skull, because, mind you, I'm only on the first module, so maybe it'll get a little bit more technical later on down the line, but the first level of is like, and this is a CD-ROM, and this is a stick of RAM, and I just want to crawl out of my skull. But in order to get credit for the entire course, I have to sit through these remedial things that I already know. I also have I'm working on like a specialization in cybersecurity, and I have a lot of schooling going on in my downtime, because why not? Oh yeah, the reason I got the UX certification was because I'd been doing design for so long. I mean, I design my own fabric patterns for my dye work. I design color schemes. I do a lot of design work already. I designed an entire learning management system for a agency of 350 people for 4 courses. Many small self propelled. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Self-guided. There we go. Self-guided courses. Like, I did a lot of design work beforehand, and those little fucking slips of paper. Now, this day and age, I'm not quite sure whether they work or not, but I mean, I've applied to almost 1,500 jobs since 2023. 1,500 jobs. And nothing. Yeah, yeah. I really am. I'm like, I helped birth this. Jules, you and your heart have to have a conversation. Okay. Really? Did I do that? I did do that. Maybe. Nope, I didn't. I didn't fuck up. Guys, guys, guys. I didn't fuck up. Oh. I got distracted and I didn't fuck up. the one good thing about it being Friday is after I'm done stream today, I move my tower back downstairs and I'll be able to crank the heat a little bit more because I'll be down there and I'll be actively participating in its enhancement. Yeah, yeah. I'm legit. It's like I can't. Now, mind you, I am a I am really, really well organized, guys. Like sometimes my room in my background doesn't seem like it, but my workspaces are incredibly well organized. One of the beauty traits of ADHD is like professionally, like if you want someone to help organize your life, funny enough, I'm someone you want to have around. I can't even get a job as an admin assistant because even when I dumb down my resume, and I hate using the term dumb down, even when I shrink myself into a box to show that I am capable of these skills, I can't even get a job as an admin assistant. And it's very frustrating. Yes. Well, I went through Merit America for my UX design. It also gave me lifetime access to Coursera, which is easily worth it because I can continue and get updated certifications. Like I got a nice portfolio made. I have unlimited lifetime access to things. Merit America, I was already making more than what they promised people would make more because I wasn't in a field that it's not like I was like, oh, I'm in poverty wages, guys. As much as I bitch about my job pays me very well. I am not displeased with the pay rate of my job. It pays my bills. It helps me help you guys. It helps my community. I'm able to donate more. I'm able to not even bat an eye when buying food. Well, I bat my eye when I buy food. Don't get me wrong. There are several eye blinks when I look at the receipts, but I can. So I'm very grateful for that aspect, but I have to keep in mind my disabilities and their progression. And I have to keep that in the front of my mind because my disabilities, though they are invisible, are progressive, and their invisibility doesn't make them any less painful. So I have to take into account, which is why I'm trying to use my gray jello to get me a better job. And I do that for like the remote high-end jobs. I don't dumb it down. The remote high-end jobs, if they can't see my value, or I'm too much for them, they can go find less. But in the local area, unfortunately, I have boobies and a vagina, and because of that, there's a lot of fragile masculinity in my immediate area. So I have to dumb it down, and I have to play the part in order to even get looked at. And that's the harsh reality of it. I was talking to Husband Creature about this, is we're running into dystopia. I have to play the game, folks. Due to the diabetes, I have to play the game. If you ever need an inside spy for when the government, I have to play the game because I like being alive. I don't drink the Kool-Aid, but I have to play the game. Actually, the Kool-Aid's really gross. And I stand by. People roll their eyes. They're like, oh no, that's not the truth. And then I hand them my credentials and go, then why can't I get this job? Because when you interact with me, you know that there's substance. You know that I have a deep end of my brain. And when I show my credentials and I ask someone who's like, oh, that's not why. And I ask them, then why? And they don't have an answer. That tells me everything I need to know. And I genuinely want everybody who's interviewed me to pick the best choice for their team. There's no hard feelings. But at the same time, when I see that same job posted 3 weeks later after they've said, no, sorry, and I know that I hit all of the qualifications, that's like, really? That gets a solid really out of me. Oh. Hey, hot stuff. Speaking of trouble, the one day, my good sir, that I had time and I was around when you were going to be going live, you had to go and like have to move all your stuff over to that new shiny hard drive. Like you posted the post, and I'm like, I can go watch him, and then I hit on, and that's like, I'm sorry, I got to transfer everything. I'm like, motherfucker, and I was alone, so it was a conversation with myself. I missed a stitch somewhere, maybe. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna finish this little block of color, and then I'm gonna show you the commission that I just got done. I don't know whether to call it a commission or a gift, because my friend asked me to do it, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't kick a puppy, but I'd punch someone for this person. There's no winners in my life. Oh. I can do that. Both, yes. It could be a commift. Mm-hmm. I'm putting it. I have both the words in my head, and I'm like, gift mission. That sounds like something you say after you sneeze. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, since my entire oh my god. So, since the entirety of my audience is not in the United States, so and you guys unfortunately have to hear what a shit show we are. Portland, Oregon had a lot of protests going on because they didn't want the National Guard or ICE or both sent in to do whatever they're not supposed to be doing. And so a lot of the citizens, or few, I'm not sure if it was a few or a lot, I think it started off as a few and then it gained popularity, were buying inflatable frog costumes and sassing the ICE agents. And so a cross-stitch pattern maker took that and took one of their quotes and put the little inflatable frog on and my friend's like, can you make this for me? And she sent me the picture of the finished product. So I went and I found the pattern. The pattern maker was giving it away for free. I was willing to pay for it, but she was giving it away for free. So I got it, and then I was like, okay, so let me find the colors. And then I had all the string colors, and then I was like, I'm going to use custom colored fabric because I have so much of my fabric that some of it will just never see the light of a sales table due to it just not being a good size. Like, it's little project size, so I use it for myself. But I got it done today. Oh my goodness. So this is, let's see, I can't tell if it's forwards or backwards, but it says, fuck you. I don't do, let's see, do what you tell me. I can't read backwards. Actually, right now I can't even read. But it's my own custom fabric. I like the color pattern, and I think honestly I've made a couple like this, but this is my gift mission. Oh my goodness. And I'm like it yeah, it is, it's not, it's a lot of rage. But if you guys ever see, like, I have a lot of subversive cross stitch. I love to cross stitch, and as long as you're willing to wait for it, I mean, Dragon's gonna be waiting quite a long time for this one. But as long as you're willing to wait, I have no problems. Just send me the pattern. Be like, hey, yo, you got some time? Or when I get things done, I generally don't sell my cross stitch. I always take donations for my cross stitch, but I generally don't sell them because pricing them is too difficult. The bigger ones, like the Heaven and Earth, like I'm work on stream, they will always get an obscene number thrown at you, because they take a lot of time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we can't have the squirrel dad being ragey. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I want to hear more about that hard drive because I want to get one for myself. I don't need quite as big because cross stitch patterns only take up like 10 megabytes. But I want to hear more about it. Well, I have to work today and I have to train someone, so it's not like I can just not pay attention to them. Oh. Red, red wine. Yesterday, at the end of the shift, one of my incoming coworkers for the overnight shift was talking about, so she has rosacea, so she has red nose, and like she looks like she's a permanent Santa Claus with a jolly disposition. And one of my coworkers was like, I've never seen that, and she was talking about it, And she was going, yeah, it can affect the head, the nose, and then both of us at the same time go head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and we were across, like we were not even looking at each other. I was off in I shouldn't have been able to hear this range, but everyone has accepted that I can hear a mouse fart halfway across the building. So, and then I hear Sarah, how is it that we both did that? I'm like, it's because we're secretly connected telepathically, and we're just weird. Yeah, yeah. That's that's my life. This is what you guys get. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. My coworkers are slowly starting to recognize that though though footloose and fancy free, um, is not generally how I'm described. Anxious and rage filled might be a better description, but uh, I do have an interesting sense of humor, and they're finally starting to appreciate it. Kind of dark, but still interesting. I'm something. I I try to make noise. So I don't speak very loudly, which is really, really difficult in a facility of senior citizens with improperly tuned hearing aids. Um, and I do not like to yell. It hurts my brain. If I am making loud noises, then someone's done fucked up. I actually I had to, like, my microphone sensitivity is much stronger than average because I do not speak loudly. You can ask Husband Creature how many times he has to go, what? But I it's because it resonates in my skull. Like I have a set of the loop earplugs and they're amazing. I have the experience ones, where I can still hear people next to me, but and I'm still getting used to them because I've grown up my entire life being able to hear electricity. So everything, everything is loud. And the loops take the sound of the electricity away. And I am still struggling with that. I like them for when I'm already overwhelmed and I have to go out. But I don't I'm still not wearing them on like a regular basis. Because there's comfort in the overload. And and that's a conflict that I'm personally working on, is being okay with being uncomfortable in order to take the load off. And but with working with seniors, it's I feel that I'm ridiculously loud and they're going, no, we can't hear you. And the conversation that spawns from all of that at night, it works well at night because I don't wake them up. All I got for you, Mr. Sir. Aha. Okay, let me hit button. My stream setup is not ergonomically correct. I have two very large monitors, so I have to look up. So you guys get a good angle of me, because when no one wants to look at me when I'm looking down at them. No one needs that. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Ooh, I like that. That's some nice cover art. For me, so why I don't like hats or headphones or anything like that is particularly right here on the very crown of my head. I cannot stand having anything touching it. Like, I like headbands, don't get me wrong, but the crown of my head, I just can't. Like, occasionally I'll be in a mood where I can tolerate for a couple hours, but that's one of the reasons I don't do a whole lot of talking outside of when I'm in my studio, is because I cannot stand having something on the top of my head. But I also I have different kinds of headphones and like listening or anti-listening devices. But to be fair, the loops probably are my favorite, because people don't grab at them, or they don't think that they are headphones. They know exactly what they are. I mean, I have headphones, and I have inner ear. I actually have mandible headphones, which I really like. I'm wondering why we don't explore that technology a little bit more for people who have hearing issues, is utilizing the jawbone for hearing. Is it because you actually need your eardrum, or I'm gonna have to sit and look into that, because I love my mandible ones. They leave my ears open for sound. And I think a lot of the reason I can't let go of not being able to hear is because my ears have kept me safe and out of danger. So giving up that aspect, I mean, at home I'm fine, but at home I'm also safe. But out in public, my ears keep me safe. Yeah, and there are, and I have a set of the bone conductor headphones. I'm wondering if someone is deaf, and it's because their eardrum doesn't work. How does it get the sound to your brain if the part that's translating the sound doesn't function? Come to my stream where I question deep science. I love I love body function and the human body, because it is an amazing thing that 3 pounds of Jello, as Mr. Scroll Dad has pointed out, 3 or 4 pounds of Jello with a low voltage um, electrical current can run an entire thing. Mr. Dad. That is your new name here, is Mr. Dad. Because I love calling you Spaz, but I don't want to offend people, and I remember that. I remember being like, hey, Spaz isn't offensive. I actually kind of like it and use it for myself. And the backlash that I got for that. Because I love Spaz. It's such a fun word. Well, you can be that can be your porn name. That is your porn name here. Nut Daddy. I don't think we'll ever do pornography on this channel. I think Captain Penis is probably going to be the most graphic thing I do here. But I don't. Yeah, that's something on my vacation, my 2-week vacation. I'm gonna play with some commands and have some fun there. Beat that nut. Yeah, yeah. I've opened a door. Okay. Yeah. And so one of the residents last night, she she's so deaf. It's not even funny, and she refuses to wear her hearing aid. So it's one of those instances for her to hear you. You have to get up into her ear and scream, and it's very uncomfortable for me. So I generally just keep my interaction with this lady short because I don't want to scream in her ear. Because screaming in her ear means I have to scream in my ear, because being so close to her skull, it echoes off her bone and hits my ear. And I'm so glad that you guys understand the context of that. So she lost a large amount of money. We don't know where. We don't even know if she actually even had the money. And she's trying to tell me the story. And I'm trying to tell her I already know what's going on, and I am noping out of it. If you want to talk about this, you go to my boss. I have no interest in this. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm like, bye. Oh. Oh. It's very close to that. And I was telling my boss, because everybody and their mom knows that I have no interest in anybody else's anything. And I make a joke as I tell people, you can leave me with $10 million, you can come back and that $10 million will still be there. You leave me with a bowl of M&Ms, that's when things start to get sketchy. You can leave me with normal pizza and it'll be safe because it's not worth it. But if I can eat it, I am very food motivated. it's ridiculous. Like you can promise me like, oh yeah, I'll give you $10, and I'm like, nah, no problem. I'll give you some gluten-free brownies. I'm like, yes, yes, I will do this thing. uh, yeah, I have, but apparently she's been accusing people of stealing her money, and I'm concerned with that because I, I have no interest. Like I'm like, I don't want this. Shush. I still have 4 pieces of that cheesecake left, and and yeah. Delicious cheesecake. Yeah. Mhm. Good. At least parts of me are heating up. Actually, I'm getting a little bit more warm, but I have pacey German Shepherd. Guys, lay down. I don't even know why we're pacing. I actually, because I have to bring, because it's gotten so cold, I've been bringing my winter coat to work, and generally I just bring a hoodie. Uh, but I don't like packing. I don't like bringing like an entire suitcase of stuff to work just to accommodate my existence. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have a very nice suitcase that I bring into work. It's on wheels. It's lovely. But yesterday I wasn't feeling it. So I brought my winter coat, and after I was done walking around, I got cold. And I didn't have anything to wear other than my winter coat. I'm like, nope, nope, I will suffer because I'm not putting the bulky winter coat on inside. Actually, it was Pixie who was wandering around. She has been extra, extra, extra. I've been leaving them out of their kennels when I go to work because we've been having issues with people thinking that houses that aren't theirs are. And normally there's almost always someone home. But husband creature's job doesn't have a set let out time now because it's their busy season, so they get done when they get done. And I leave for work relatively early in the afternoon. And I'm like, nope, nope. And I talked to him. I'm like, let's try this out. We know Pixie. We know Pixie's fine. It's the boy. It's the boy who likes to make messes and cause trouble. So we've let them both out. We've only had one instances of poop on the floor. One instance. But Pixie is very angry. She's a good girl, but she is a trained personal protection dog. So nothing brings her more joy than being told to go bite it in her proper commands. I have like we call it the pixie smile, because she'll be chewing on something and she'll look you dead in the eye and she'll be like, I love this so much. And all she wants to do is MDK, all over the place. So people who might think that they want to come inside my house, and I know I walked into that phrasing. They want to enter without being invited, when I'm not home. Yeah, I did. Well, I still am flabbergasted that people, and now mind you, it's covered in 6 inches of snow, were just stealing firewood from the front of my house. We got most of it in, but the rest of it now is under a block ice. So, we, we have enough, we're okay, but we still have a pile in the driveway. That's why I have so many cameras now. It's because of that particular round of instances. I think Cesar would. I think he would protect his people. He is very laid back, but he's not as gleeful about it as his sister, but he is also a fully trained personal protection dog. But he's not as gleeful about it as Pixie is. Pixie wants to bite a bitch. She's not really fussy on who. She wants to bite someone. And she wants to make them scream. She's behind me going, you're telling my secrets away. What, Pixie? What's going on? Where are you? No, we're not going out. Oh, the boy. Is it the boy? That is the boy. Yes. I know where that tongue has been. You're fine. No, you're fine. Yeah, not in a good way. Well, for her, it would be, because it activates their prey drive. Like, they are, when push comes to shove, they're animals and they're predators. When you scream, it activates their prey drive. When you run, it activates their prey drive. I mean, I love my dogs, don't get me wrong. I spoil them absolutely rotten. But at the end of the day, they are still, they're animals. Ugh. Girl, why? Oh my goodness, you crazy. You best have all that hair wrapped up, and I will drive the 8 hours to your house. Husband Creature has a half day, but he also has his company Christmas party. So Yay, I'm almost done. A weird bit. It's just, it's kind of like just a squiggle, like it's like a streak of this color. I think that's why I started over in this direction, is because it was just weird. No real flow to it. Why are we licking the floor? Well, what if I want to subtract? I think I have ads set to play every hour. I'll look into that during my 2-week hiatus as well. I think I planned this piece of string perfect, so that it runs out when I'm at the end of this squiggle do. Somehow. Well, I have it set to the bare minimum because I like to cross stitch. Like I just like to cross stitch. Like I don't need to make money off my cross stitch. I would love it if people bought my stuff to show off their cross stitch, but I don't need to. I like interacting. I like being here. Ooh, ooh. I think I make like 50 cents every payout. I personally wish that when they're like, "Oh, hey, we have a sponsorship for you," and it's like something that's completely unrelated to what I do. It's like, I'm not going to advertise some fucking video game on my crafting stream. Now, if I were streaming games, that's a whole different category. But like, I don't have like, if I have something, I'll share it and I'll tell you like, "Hey, this rocks." But for the most part, I don't have anything that people need to be like, "Yes, I need to go buy this because Sarah said so." Yeah. No. I can tell you if it's good or not. There's the ant. Here's the ant. Like, I'll share what food I eat and if it's awesome. Yeah. Mhm. Like I tell people, I use Pattern Keeper to keep track of like the huge ass patterns. It's a $10 app by a lady in I think I think Sweden. Is where she lives because she got tired of getting lost in the giant paper patterns. Now, call dance down, Isis. Oh my goodness. Uh, woo! Hype train! Thank you. I just cleaned this yesterday. I just cleaned it yesterday and I've already. See, that's the funny thing is staying anonymous is kind of rough sometimes because sometimes you just kind of want to be like, oh yeah, but I have to. I get it. I get it. I just like getting I just like getting mysterious links in my inbox to for music and long walks on the beach and food, lots of food. I do that. Hey, hey, I went on a shopping spree and I need to wander out to New Music Friday. And for me like I had to make a decision because I like I would get distracted by the lyrics. So, I like all the instrumental stuff that you got. Like I love it. It makes me so happy. And I like all the words, but when I'm doing my stream, I just want to have those background beats. That's why I love the lo-fi station. I I like and the reason I go through and I buy it is I like having the physical copies in case my computer decides to be an asshole, um, or my internet decides to be an asshole. Though being hardwired in has made such a difference. I haven't had as much drop issues, and I have no complaints. My house has a few complaints because I actually have to drill some holes in the floor and the ceiling in order to run the wire properly. Because right now my wire is down at the side of the house where the internet comes in, and it goes on the ceiling across the living room through a doorway and up up through a heating vent across and up my room here and down along the back. So I need to drill a couple holes. Yeah, Patreon and I we have a working relationship. I just prefer to I think I think I'm a Patreon member. I just don't know which account. I'm so sorry. I try to follow all of my favorites with all of my social media accounts, and then I forget which ones I've used cuz like and you totally understand this with rebranding, everything goes to shit. Now, I personally, I have the me, like I have me as a human being, and then I have Raw Creature Creations. And I'm trying to separate the two, even though I am a sole proprietor. I'm trying to separate the two so my creations has its own entity and I have my own entity. Oh, I got a hype chest. Let's open. Ooh, I like the frog ponder. Oh yeah. I got the froggy ponder. It popped up on my screen. I love like I love the background. Like nice soothing music to listen to. Well, let's be fair, Kelpie. I'm not exactly like the world's most popular channel. I do this because I like to therapeutically stab things, and I enjoy the creatures that come in and chat. We can have all kinds of conversations, from porn names to how hearing works. Oh wow. I'm almost done this color on this. I have literally 2 stitches left, and they're ass end middle of nowhere. Okay. I will. Well, I know I had a paid membership to Patreon, and life happened, and I forgot to renew it. I think I'm still subscribed as a free person. But if not, I'll wander over and I'll... Which box? I have so many boxes. Oh. So now I have Please hold. Which fucking box? Which one? Which fucking box, Spaz? Which one? What? I have a box of spoons. I think that's the only thing that's loud on me that people tell me is they always can hear when I'm laughing. Aw, I'm loved. Go lay down. I know he has a toy, but go lay down. Don't make me use the word. Couché. Ah. Well, thank you. My computer, my system's like, are you sure you want to download this? I'm like, yes, fucker, I want to download this. That will be. I was doing something. I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing. I was putting a new piece of string on my needle for two stitches. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day because I got a color on the page done and I don't want to pick a new color today. Well, I would like to hope that you woke up before you shit. That's an awkward conversation all the way around. I one of my goals for this year is getting my stream space done enough that the next rave I can have it in my stream space and have all of my cool lights going because I've purchased a lot of rave lights and they're so much fun. Hey, those home care nurses, they need more praise. I try, like I've worked some home care nurses are not in the field for the right reasons, but most of them are. Okay. Jeez, I only have those two left. Okay, let's see if I can actually, because it's in the area where I really fucked up. Really. So we're gonna go with this one since it's clearly its spot is very easy to find. But the other one, the other stitch, it's gonna be rough. Nice. I'm not a nurse. Like I literally am trained to give medications. Could I be? Yeah, I've worked enough in the field that I could be a nurse's aide and or an RN. I just don't want to be. Sometimes dealing with my own fucking problems is enough. I'm mathing through my problems right now. Mm-hmm. Two down, somewhere all the way over here. Well, I'm getting ready to bounce too. And yes, and be safe, Mr. Dad. Oh. Me, sir. Oh, let me. Oh, of course I'm interested. Let me open up a window here. I don't know. Where did you put it? Yeah, we all want to see. But yes, Discord post has the jury has spoken. Discord. Okay, I have completed color 986 on the page. I'm calling it a day, so I can go. So I can go make my house a little warmer and rest up a little bit. And I will be back on Monday, I believe. I don't think I have anything going on Monday. It'll be my last week. Let me look at the calendar, because I think it's because I'm going on a 2-week break starting the 22nd. So I got 2 more weeks of pestering you guys for a bit. This is a day, yes. So I went from, what did I start off today at? 4.5%. Got up to 4.52%, and I cracked 20,000. 20,093 for stitches. So, and I got a color finish on a page, so it's been overall a really good day. But everybody, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. Yeah, I got lost in whatever I was saying. But I will see everybody on Monday, and I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Stay warm, and thank y'all for the gift of